recently one of our users emailed me and asked me if I had any recommendations for how to mark your stop points on a lens strap, and I do. One of the best ways that I found to do it is to get yourself one of these, either a wet erase marker or a dry erase marker. Both will work. I actually use both. I'll show you how I can use both at times, but I'll just start simply with the wet erase marker, because that's the one that I happen to have in white. So you do want to make sure, if you're marking a black lens strap, that you do get a white erase marker. And the thing that's great about these is they will mark the lens strap, but you can take the marks off real easily. And so what I will do first, especially depending on what type of lens I'm using, like on this particular lens, it does not have a hard stops in it. It's not like a lot of prime lenses you guys know out there have hard stops on them, so you don't have to worry about, when you're pulling focus, going beyond your infinity mark or all the way down. But some of these lenses, a lot of these DX lenses, this is a 12 by 24 wide angle. It does not have hard stops in it. So what I'll do is I'll go to my infinity mark, which I'm there right now, and I'll use my regular dot that's on my camera lens, and what I'll do is I'll do just a line. So there I know that that is the end point for this lens. And then what I'll do is I'll go to the other extreme to where it stops, and these movable hard stops can be readjusted. And by marking your lens like this, the one good thing is, if you do go beyond it and kind of mess up all your marks, you can readjust it by just going all the way down to your other mark, and now you're right back to where you should be. You'll feel that soft, I guess we would call it a soft stop. It's not really a hard stop. It stops, but you can go beyond it. So that's how I mark my stops. And then what I'll do for my focal points, how I like to do it, say this was one of my focal points, I just usually put a dot. And then I'll dot my lens strap at my different focal points where I want to stop at. So if those are, 3 different subjects that I had set focus points for, now I know I can just go right to the first one, my second one, my third one, and I know where my ends are, and infinity, by having them marked. So that's how I'll mark my lens strap up. Now, another option that I will sometimes employ, sometimes if I'm pulling focus from the side where I can't really see from the top, a lot of times I'll use I love these little post-it sticky ththings that you use for marking up books or pages. These I find work really well. You can also use a piece of tape. Sometimes I'll cut the colored part off and just use the opaque part. But they do a nice job of sticking on your lens without leaving any gunk or residue or anything on there. But what I would do, just to show you, is say I wanted to mark the side here. I'll put that on there, and this is where my black wet or dry eraser may come in handy. And I'll draw a nice mark like this. So now, if I had to pull from the side, I can use that black mark to line up my points on. And I don't have to be standing over the camera, and that way I can pull, focus or zoom from the side. So that's another option that I use. And I actually have a third that I sometimes use too, and sometimes I'll actually use a zip tie. And what I'll do is I'll get a clear zip tie, or not really clear, but I guess you'd call it a white zip tie, like this one. And this would be if I was going to be doing something, more permanently with a lens, or if I was going to be using it for a long period of time, I might use this method instead. I'll put the zip tie on there. Get it where I want it. Get it nice and snug. And that gives me a real nice thing to mark up. And then I'll use my black marker, and then I could put points on that thing, where really anywhere I wanted it. And I could put points all the way around it if I wanted to even. And then I'll use that. And that's just another method that I'll use. So that's the couple different ways that I use to mark my lenses up and to pull focus using LensStraps, and being able to mark my focal points, since like on a follow focus where you'd have the ring on the side to be able to mark your points, now you're just doing it on the top. But that's the methods I employ. Hope that helps some of you out there when you're using your LensStraps. Okay, and I just wanted to show you how great these, this is a wet erase marker, and how great they clean up. You can literally, if you have to, just scratch the mark right off of there. You can see, and then just kind of wipe it off. And they come right off in just a couple seconds. And that's why I really like these, because they stay on real well. But if you need to get it off to remark it, or if you're shooting another scene, it only takes a couple seconds to remark up the new location, and you're all set to go. So that's how I mark it up. Hope that helps everybody out. Hope that helps everyone out there get better use out of their LensStraps. Have a great day, everyone.